Gumby is in and ready to go for Kansas State. The Farmer Boys take on Texas Tech. As we close out the mainstream, it is going to be C Money leaving that ball for Con, but Gumby takes over instead for K-State. Who's going to get that first opportunity here in game one? Who's going to set the tone? It is Young, and it is Kansas State.
And Young bringing the money with this double tap. Great follow-up, recognizing that C Money was out of position, went up a little too early. And all he has to do is follow that one up. That's an easy goal there for Kansas State. Texas Tech got to be a little better going up in the air.
16 seconds in. Can Texas Tech come up with an answer? C Money under a lot of fire with Knack and Young all over him. Here's Gumby. Blocked by Space Kitten. Probably the best name in this match.
Agreed.
Now Young. Space Kitten had a solid summer season with the CCA Summer Series. Gumby with a save on Space Kitten's shot. Kansas State fends off Texas Tech's best shot here in the first minute.
That was good defense there by Gumby, utilizing that back wall to just, dangerous one. Space Kitten got in the way of that one. But Gumby able to get that save, and Knack puts this ball into the orange corner here as Con gets tangled up. I love the aggression we're seeing from Kansas State right now, completely disrupting the defense of Texas Tech.
Gumby will push all the way to the side, trying to get around Con. Good luck. Solid defender for the Red Raiders. Now Young, looking for Knack downfield, not going to find him, so it's Gumby at the back. And that's just great patient play. Get the ball to the side. You know you have time to go for the boost. Didn't get out of the zone, but at least they're not going to get caught out. They're not going to get boost starved. There's no panic on the defensive end for Kansas State. Getting around one, it's only C Money to beat. And Space Kitten also coming in support, going right through Young to help make the stop.
Wow, C Money waited till the last second to make a jump for that ball. Thought it was a little too late as Knack going to get it. Bump on the goalie. No, Con ends up getting a touch there. And great defense from Texas Tech to keep this scoreline within one. And Con looking to start some offense for Texas Tech as well. So far, only one shot for the orange team here. And could another one be coming out as Space Kitten gets the touch and Young gets the save as C Money follows up, but they just keep battering the crossbar.
That's a 2v1, and the one holds strong. Even a third came into support, but the defense from K-State did just enough. Here's Space Kitten beaten out by Gumby. He's not going to get to a second touch. Can C Money break him out of the zone? He can't. Young going for demolitions. Didn't get either one. He'll be stuck in the Texas Tech net. Chance for Space Kitten and Con. C Money coming up as well. Banging around with Young, and Gumby does all he can, and it's going to work out. A dangerous play, but it's the only play he had. Now Con's going to try to drop one down. Looking in front, and Gumby with a big bump on C Money.
Great heads-up play. He had the angle, had the shot, and then out of nowhere gets obliterated and taken out of the scene. Great defense from Kansas State and great offense as well in this transition as Knack gonna slow this one down, bring it through the corner. He has Young top of the box, and Young can't find the mark as it's a little too wide.
Gumby around the corner. Con with a big boom downfield, but Knack is there to intercept. Could be numbers the other way if Space Kitten doesn't get back. He does, and that ball goes errant across the field. Opportunity now for Con as Gumby did get to the backboard. Now it's C Money for Space Kitten to tie the game, and he throws it off to the corner. C Money will try again. Space Kitten getting bumped around by Knock, and he can't get around for a shot.
Oh my goodness, absolute chaos in that blue corner there. And finally, goes into the orange half. Great defense there from Con, beating that ball in the middle of the air. And C Money has Con waiting, but Knack, great defense to go up in the middle of the air, challenge that ball at the point of contact, but open net, and C Money misses it. They're gonna want another opportunity at that one.
That's one you just can't fail or afford to let go by the wayside, and they have, as Con will try to reset. Texas Tech gonna have a short memory here. 45 seconds. Can't dwell on the one that got away. They have to create another opportunity. Space Kitten doesn't have a lot to work with, but he did dump this deep into the corner. Knack gonna have a tough time getting around Con as Gumby throws this downfield. Money, all he can do is try to throw it to the corner and try to win a race to that boost. And I don't think he won. He did not.
Oh, that's a dangerous pass. And Knack misses that one. Khan's got to be careful of that. 15 seconds to go, Stacks. They have to march the length of the field, and this could say no. They missed that one, and still opportunity for Texas Tech.
Not a lot of boost. Space Kitten had to go all the way downfield to steal some. Young has played it right into Space Kitten for the tie, and he dropped it down. Nobody in front, and K-State hangs on despite Texas Tech turning up the heat late.
And they had two great opportunities, but just completely whiffed the net, and those are ones that you have to have. You never know when those opportunities are going to come back again, and in this case, in this game, there weren't many of them, and Kansas State, all it took was one goal early on, about 15 seconds into game one, and they were able to just hang on for the entire match.
And they had to hold on for 4 minutes, 4 3/4 minutes. But they did. Texas Tech, a little too late, but they did have their opportunities, and now they get to reset. Try to carry some of that forward momentum into game two. Can they break through? Can they get on the scoreboard? We'll find out here over the next 5 minutes. It is K-State trying to get on the board first early again. Knack taking his time. It's well read by C Money. Very patient defending. And this Texas Tech team, they have been very patient defenders. Sometimes a little too patient. That's how you end up at 10. But they're certainly not going to toss you to the wind too early. They're not going to give you too many open nets. Here goes Khan. Looking for the dunk. Did not get it on Gumbaldrino.
And oh my gosh, where'd that power come from? But on your point of Texas Tech being patient on defense, there's a fine line between patience and hesitation. And from what I've seen so far, a little bit too much hesitation from Texas Tech. Not sure when they should go, not sure when they should hit the ball. And here they come out of their own half as Khan, great bait over Gumby to get that ball into the corner. And C Money gets bumped by Gumby. He has really had an eye for those defensive bumps and demos to open up space to allow his teammates to clear the ball downfield. And it has been a pretty sight to see as Texas Tech still holding onto this ball in the offensive half. And C Money, another tap, and the double tap denied by the defense.
Well, it's been much better for Texas Tech here in game two. You say that, and then Knack rolls this into an open net. And it's just Caster's curse all over again, right? Everybody's stuck too far forward. Knack goes right down the middle of the field. Well, you cannot afford to give up those opportunities to K-State.
Well, it's just they're having such a hard time on offense, have yet to find the back of the net, and they keep inching closer and closer and get a little overconfident, and they push past that midfield line as Knack can't find the double tap. Young puts the shot on, but two defenders were there and closed the door, rather, right on the faces of Kansas State.
Boomed away by C Money. Tough play for Young. He tried to get to the backboard to continue playing, and that's going to work out for Kansas State. Excellent defending. Khan gets knocked into next map. He finally comes down, but they're not going to be able to get downfield at all. Kansas State going to try to put the clamps on here. It is Gumby just patiently waiting, trying to find Knack. That ball's not going to be there for him, but he just waits, and eventually Texas Tech will give the ball right back to them. Something's got to change. It's got to be more possession-oriented, I would imagine, for Texas Tech to get back into this game and series.
I just think they need to survey better. They need to open their eyes and see what the field is presenting, because multiple times they're hitting it right into a Kansas State player when they're trying to clear the ball. And obviously that's not the way to do it, but that's great defense from Space Kitten, and Khan waiting perfectly on that side wall as a breakout offensive play presents itself, but Young gets the clear, and just like that, this ball is going to go back into the orange half, and Texas Tech going to have to march the length of the field again as that ball almost squeaked in, and Texas Tech hanging on by a thread.
Big shot downfield by Space Kitten. Khan's got to get this off to the side. He didn't have anybody in support, so Gumby and K-State should get a big clear, but they don't. He gave the ball right back away to C Money. It's an opportunity in the middle, and Young makes the stop, making sure that ball never got anywhere near Space Kitten. That's got to be a point of emphasis, too. Keep Space Kitten kind of grounded. Keep him out of the game. If he's allowed to go off, Texas Tech certainly has a shot here. He will get a look at the net, but it does whistle just a little bit wide. Surveying the middle of the field. Survey says C-Money's shot's going to be a little wide. He couldn't get around to get anything on target.
You got that awkward double tap, which actually threw Texas Tech off, but Space Kitten, great speed there to get that ball back in the blue half. But just as I say it, we're right back on Texas Tech's zone, and Gumby is going to work through this corner. And again, the clear just goes downfield, no one home, but somehow Texas Tech comes up with it. They've got 50 seconds to work with, Stacks. Plenty of time here to get just one goal, but still, that one is still eluding them.
Texas Tech, over these two games, they've only scored one goal, or Kansas State has only scored one goal each, but they've led for a total of about 7 or 8 minutes. Kahn against Young. It's a good block, but that's going to skip across. C Money can't get to it in time. Now Space Kitten to come in and help. Gumby got a piece. So did Kahn. Space Kitten, I think he was trying to set up C Money and might have changed his mind at the last moment. That backflip from Space isn't going to help either, as Kahn's got to come up and play. 8 seconds left. Last call in game 2. Space Kitten's got to get this ball centered. He did his job.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It is Kahn to tie, and C Money is blocked by Young.
That defense was incredible from Kansas State at the end. The passing play was brilliant from Texas Tech, but Kansas State sniffed it out all along, and Young putting up 2 clutch saves there to give Kansas State the win in game number 2.
So the Wildcats have the Red Raiders number, 10 shots to just 4. But again, Texas Tech getting their opportunities late. It's been a constant. But the other constant has been Kansas State has hung on. They've let an early goal stand up for a 1-0 victory. Something's got to give here. T-Tech has to get on the scoreboard, or this is going to be a very quick 3-0 to close out the night.
I mean, thankfully for them, you and I are on the mics. So game 5s are up our sleeves, and we're ready to pull them out, boys.
It has passed midnight on the East Coast. Still a lot of Rocket League to be played out west. Space Kitten looking to set up Kahn. No, it'll be C Money who's blocked by Gumby.
Right idea, but just a little too slow to develop. And that's that patience/hesitancy that we were talking about there in game number 2. As C Money trying to feed it over to Space Kitten, but just not enough power put on that one. And this is going to be a fast break opportunity. Thankfully, C Money gets back in time, but here comes Knack. Again, denied by C Money, but let's see how Texas Tech clears this ball out of their zone here. If they can get it out, or if Kansas State is going to continue with this onslaught of pressure.
Oh, it is Knack indeed, who slips one by, and is this one goal going to hold up like the other 2? What a clever touch by Young. Just roll that forward and not get in Knack's way.
Yeah, that's just great communication there, and it's almost like Knack was hiding in Young's back pocket and sprung out the last second when the defense wasn't expecting it. And let's see what Kahn can do with this. And that is a simple nothing on that play, as once again, the ball is right back in Texas Tech's half.
Knack will intercept here, but Kahn is all over this, so Space Kitten. Kahn does back off. He'll have to play this from the backboard. Drop straight down. Knack coming on, and that's a big block by C Money. Even more important that Gumby got a piece of that. Otherwise, it was going to roll into an open net, and Kahn makes the save, scrambling across. He was the only one who could. Young throwing one up there. C Money does have control, but they're not getting anywhere near the midfield line. Every time they get close, it's the next man up for Kansas State. There's got to feel like a 3v5 right now with Kansas State's rotations. Finally, C Money able to boom one downfield. He can steal some boosts, and that's a huge break for the Red Raiders. Can they turn it into a goal? Oh, it's their best shot of the night, and Knack stopped it right on the line.
Oh my gosh, Stacks, these saves have been incredible from Kansas State, but it's all due to their powerhouse offense limiting the amount of shots put on. They haven't had to play any defense, really, but Kansas State, they don't get a lot of demos, but I'll tell you, the way they disrupt and bump their opponents is got to be one of the most annoying things to play against, because right when you think you're going to get a touch, you're going to get a clear, someone comes in and bumps you off the ball, and they just keep that pressure up.
On out of the corner. Got a full tank of boost. He won't be able to do much with it unless Space Kitten can hit him downfield. He's not able to. Young slams the backboard. C-Money's there. Right down Broadway. Gumby on his horse. And he does make the stop. Space Kitten now looking for Khan. Trying to avoid traffic. And he had to navigate around. That slowed him down just enough. Knack now. Maybe looking for the knockout blow very early still in Game 3. But he could not give K-State a 2-goal lead.
C-Money, a little aggression coming out there, takes Knack off the pitch, tries to give his teammates a little more space to work with as Khan just drops that ball down, and that's one where you've got to either bomb that down the field or hit it to a teammate, and he did neither, but somehow Space Kitten keeps him alive as a minute 50 remains, still a ton of time to work with, but again, Stacks, Texas Tech, no goals in this series. Kansas State are their kryptonite right now.
Yeah, somebody go wake up Shogi here. We could have a perfect series to close things out in the West. Still a lot of game to be played. Khan battling Knack downfield. Space Kitten's got to make an awkward play as nobody else could come up and challenge that. And Kansas State wins yet another 50-50 downfield. Space Kitten's got to get to this. Young fakes him out. Now it's open unless C-Money can get back and help. Space Kitten to support as well. And Gumby will score.
Just putting shot after shot, and that little bait out on the defender was beautiful. A masterpiece. And Gumby there for the finish. Kansas State ruined the perfect sweep. Thanks for bringing it up there, Stacks.
Yeah, I had to. We've been cursing everything else all night. Why not? It'll be Young. Around 1. Looking to get around 2. He's done that, but he's also gotten around the whole goal as he throws it all the way across. Kansas State, they're just going to keep the pressure on now. They don't have any reason to expect Texas Tech is going to beat them downfield. And with a 2-goal cushion, they can be even more aggressive and try to just choke this game out. C-Money up for Space Kitten, but it's a double commit and another opportunity for Texas Tech gone by the wayside. Down to 30 seconds. C-Money, 1-on-2, needs some help. Space Kitten does provide that help, but again, you're seeing the theme here, Subi. K-State is not letting this ball get anywhere near the middle, and they're not in any rush to throw the ball back to Texas Tech. That shot whistles wide, and if they don't score there, they're just not going to.
Yeah, they sent the house, and it failed completely as Kansas State capitalizes on the overextension from Texas Tech, but you can't blame them down by 2 goals. But this is going to be an easy sweep, and 4 seconds, all we need is no goals, and they get that perfect sweep over Texas Tech.
3-0 in games and presumably goals, unless they get a pity goal here, and it does not look like that'll be the case. It is not the important win that Kansas State hoped it would be at the start of the week, but they did all they could. 8-7, a solid record as the Wildcats take down Texas Tech.
They just played their game. They played how they needed to, and Texas Tech had no response to how to challenge them. It was, like we said, Stacks, it was a masterclass for them. And when your opponent can't really figure out how you're playing, why change anything?
Absolutely. I think Young has some things to say. I'll be interested to see if we get anybody in. They've got a lot of love for FDOT, who has claimed at times to have their back. He hasn't always picked them, FDOT, but you know what? He picked them tonight.